afternoon to all of you. I am Roma Khanna, Assistant Professor, Tirthankar Mahavir Institute of Management and Technology, Tirthankar Mahavir University. I welcome you all on behalf of Tirthankar Mahavir University in today's session of Natural Resources. We name that natural resource. It is one of an indispensable topic in today's life that we all should discuss. So in this slide, in this lecture, I'll discuss about what natural resource is, renewable resources and non-renewable resources, forest resource, then water resource, land resource, mineral resource, food resource, energy resource. The outcome from this session will be like students will be able to define what natural resource is. They will be able to understand the concept of natural resources, the importance of natural resources, because though we know the importance, we are simply ignoring it. We do not give a thought that we are exploiting these natural resources. Then we will be able to protect and conserve the different natural resources. So when we talk about natural resources, these are the resources that are obtained to us, that are given to us by the nature. These are very essential for our life and we utilize them for our own needs, for satisfying our own needs. But instead of promoting them, what we human beings are doing, we are exploiting them. We are exploiting for our own resources because we are now over-utilizing them. More than the usage, we are using those resources. When we talk about the natural resource, the first and the most common natural resource that comes to our mind is the sun. Natural resources are the materials and the components that are found within the environment. Every man-made product is made up of natural resource. A natural resource can be a water and air, or as well as the living organisms such as fish, or it may exist in a eugenic form. To obtain the resources for our own needs, we utilize these natural resources. When we talk about natural resources, they include air, water, forest, soil, marine, fishes, biomass, fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, certain renewable form of energies like solar energy, wind energy, biomass, geothermal energy. So there are different forms of there are different examples of natural resources which we all are observing, which are around us, nearby around us. The development of any nation is dependent upon the available natural resources in a particular nation. Before heading, we should know that when we talk about the natural resources, there are two types of natural resources. Broadly, if we categorize into renewable energy resources. Renewable energy is the energy which is obtained from the natural sources. The energy which is obtained naturally from the sun, wind, rain, oceans. They can be used or utilized again and again. We can harness it again and again. They are the cleanest form of energy that are available. These are the resources which are easily available, like solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, biomass, tidal energy. So these are the examples of renewable form of energy. But when we talk about non-renewable resources, they are the resources which are now present but in the nearby future they will be replenished. Which are now available but they cannot be grown again. We cannot utilize them again and again. We are now utilizing, but at a particular span of time they will replenish. So they are not environmental friendly. They takes millions of years to be formed, but they are consuming at a very faster rate. The non-renewable sources of energy cannot be regenerated with the time. In fact, they will one day they'll finish. So some of the examples of non-renewable sources of energy are fossil fuels, natural gas, petroleum, Apart from that classification of renewable and resources which are available, the first and foremost are mineral, food, land and energy resource. We'll discuss it one by one. First of all, we are going to discuss about a forest. If I ask you what a forest is, what is a forest? A place where variety of plants and animal species live. When we talk about the research or the scientists, they have already estimated that 33% of the land is under the cover of the forest. But we human beings, we are exploiting in such a large amount that now only 12% area is left with the forest. Rest all have been utilized by the human beings. So we should take care of the forest as it has several uses in our day-to-day life. Now let us discuss about the different uses of the forest. First of all, the forests are very useful for our survival. We inhale due to the presence of the gas released by the plants or the plants available in the forest. The forests are responsible for causing the rainfall. Then if the forest will not be there and additional precipitation present in the atmosphere will be stopped, or we can say humidity will increase. Then they are also responsible for the variation caused in the climatic conditions. They control the floods. What the trees do, what the trees or the forests do, whatever the flood is coming, the stem or the roots, they help in absorbing the soil. They help in preventing the or controlling the soil erosion. So they prevent soil erosion by just checking the flow of the water. And they help in the control of the flood by absorbing the excess rain water. Then if we talk about the uses of forest, some people use them for their own selfish attitude, which we call it hunting, or for the hunting grounds, which is now being banned from the side of the government, but still human beings are doing it. They serve as a habitat for the several animals. They serve as a shelter for various wild animals as well as for the birds. In forest, a separate ecosystem runs depending upon the type of forest it is. Then they help in improving the sanitary condition of a particular place. When we talk about the forest, they are the source of revenue to the government. Then, as I earlier discussed, that it helps in providing the oxygen which is inhaled by the human beings. We human beings are surviving just because of the presence of oxygen given to us by the plants. Then it also provides employment, and several medicines, oils are being used or obtained from the forest. Several products we obtain from the forest like coir, bamboo, and we utilize it into our day-to-day life. So forest has its tremendous importance, this we have discussed, and we as a human being and you as a youth of tomorrow, you should now focus that we should conserve these forests, or unnecessarily we should not exploit them. There are several reasons for the depletion of these forest resources. First and foremost is overpopulation. Because of increasing population, our usage is increasing. And what we are doing, we are cutting down the trees. We are fulfilling our needs by cutting down or exploiting the trees in the forest. Then natural factor, which is not controlled by the human being, like forest fire, frequently seen, forest fire, or any other natural calamity results into the depletion of forest. Then mining activities done in the forest area. Though mining is a source of development, but it should be taken care of because it results to the destruction of forest. Expansion of agriculture. Large areas of the forest land, they have now been seen, they are cutting down just because for the sake of urbanization. Due to urbanization, people from the rural areas, they are coming and settling down into the urban areas, and the outskirts of the urban areas, they are nothing but the forest or the land with the trees. They are cut for the sake of the development. Forests are also getting depleted because of the commercial usage. We are now utilizing the forest for the commercial purpose, for the sake of any developmental activities. What we are doing? We are cutting down the forest. Overconsumption and overusage of the resources than the required, and for the sake of industries development or setting up of industries or any technological development, we are cutting down the trees, and that is why. And one and the most important is the not replanting the trees. We are cutting down the trees is an issue, but the more dangerous issues is that we are not planting more trees. And this is the reason for the depletion, the adverse effect of the depletion of the trees. When the trees will not be up there, definitely human beings will not be able to survive, because we are dependent on the gases released by the forest. Apart from it, several climatic changes will be seen in the earth, like rise in the temperature, global warming, acid rain, more rate of soil erosion will be there, loss of the productivity of the soil, loss of biodiversity. When plants will not be there, ecosystem will not be there, ecological, when there will be no ecology, definitely there will be loss of biodiversity. Those herbivores will not be there, then carnivores will not be there, and ultimately food chain will not be there, and ecosystem will not be there. It also leads to the extinction of several species of plants and animals. This is what I was talking about. When there will be no trees, there will be no plants also, and then there will be an imbalance in the ecosystem. So I hope you have now understood the importance of the trees, because it has so many adverse effects. It is also leading to the more increase in the pollution, noise pollution, because it is considered that trees are the ones which absorb maximum amount of the noise. When trees will not be there, there will be more. So that is also one of an adverse effect of the cutting down of trees. When trees will not be there, the degradation of soil will be there. There will be desertification. There will be soil erosion. So we should now focus on the conservation of the forest. We should plant more and more trees. We should control forest fires, though we cannot control them, all the forest fire, but at least we should try to control the forest fires. We should go for planting more trees. We should go for development of green belts around the cities. At the outskirts of the cities, there should be planted more trees. And whatever forests are still there after the depletion, we should protect those existing forests. We as a youth can go for word of mouth publicity the importance of the forest. Several NGOs, they are running about the different programs. We can participate in those programs. Then what we can do? We can go for rallies, we can go for symposiums, seminars, conduct seminars, we can go for Nukkad Natak, so that people can be more aware. In short, we can generate general awareness to the normal public, to the general public, that what is the importance of the forest and what will be the adverse effect of cutting those forests. We should have check on the mining activities, developmental activities. Then we can go for agroforestry. Then national parks and national sanctuaries development of botanical gardens, seed banks. There should be focus on forest management, and there should be a proper role of the government, which government is already doing. So many acts have been framed from the side of the government for protecting the environment, for protecting the forest. What human beings need to do? We need to implement those acts, those rules and regulations, so that our environment is protected, so that our forest is protected. When we cut down those trees, or a large scale cutting of the trees, we call it to be a deforestation, which is mainly done for the commercial purposes. We are cutting the trees for the sake of the commercial and other purposes. Why we are cutting down the trees? Because first, population is increasing, demand is increasing, needs are increasing. So we require certain infrastructure, and for that trees are cutting down. For urbanization, trees are cutting down. Then what is why it is happening? Certain climatic factors can be there which are not controllable. Some of the plants are getting cut because of the natural factor. Then environmental pollution, change in any climatic situation. So these are the causes of the deforestation, just for the sake of the human beings' own selfish attitude. People go for hunting, people go for cutting down trees, they are exploiting the natural forest. And how can we control the deforestation? By prevention of human settlement in the forest areas. Check on the expansion of a particular agriculture into the forest land, expansion of residential areas into the forest land, cutting down the trees for the sake of development, checking on that, check on mining activities, check on recklessly cutting down the trees, check on the construction of the dam or the forest, control of overgrazing in the forest areas, setting more industries into the forest area. Through this, we can control deforestation. So, what we discussed? We discussed that among the natural resources, forest is such a natural resource which should be taken care of, because forest is only a resource which provides several products which is useful to us in several ways. We are dependent on forest in some or the other ways. We can see the adverse effect of depleting the natural resources, and therefore we all should join our hands to protect those forests or natural resource, which is a forest. So this was all about the natural resource, a forest resource. If you have any doubt, you can contact me roma.management@tmu.ac.in.